Do you believe that some places remember everything? Every step, every whisper, even every lie? Let me take you to a small town where one library holds a chilling secret. It was a cold October night in the town of Ravenshade. Most of the houses were asleep, lights out, curtains drawn. But inside a dimly lit bedroom, a girl named Elena Moore, 17 years old and curious to the core, was wide awake. Her fingers hovered over the keyboard, her eyes scanning an online forum filled with local legends. And there it was. A post titled, The Locked Library at 3 a.m. Who Dares to Enter? The comment read, if you ever walk past Ravenshade Library at 3 a.m., you might hear someone whispering your name, but the library has been locked for years, hasn't it? Hasn't it? Elena sat up straighter, heart thudding. Ravenshade Library had been closed after a mysterious fire 10 years ago. No one ever spoke about it. The police said it was an accident, but accidents don't whisper your name, do they? Probably just a prank, Elena muttered. But the seed of curiosity had already sprouted. The next day at school, she brought it up with her best friend Jasper Flynn, who was always up for a challenge. A haunted library? He grinned. Count me in. That evening, they made a plan. They'd sneak out and reach the library at exactly 3 a.m. Elena didn't know it yet, but that night would change everything. At 2:45 a.m., dressed in black hoodies and holding flashlights, they tiptoed through the quiet streets. The library stood at the edge of town like a forgotten monument, tall, ivy covered, and eerily silent. The large iron gates were chained. See, locked, Jasper whispered. But Elena's flashlight caught something glinting in the grass, a key, a single old silver key. She picked it up, hand trembling. The moment her fingers touched the metal, a soft whisper danced through the air. Elena. She froze. Did you hear that? Jasper shook his head, face pale. No. What? She didn't answer. She walked to the gate and pressed the key into the lock. Click. The chain fell, the gate creaked open, and the mystery began. Now, audience questions. Would you enter a locked building at 3 a.m. if you heard your name whispered? What do you think is hidden inside this library? English learning tip. Listening to mystery stories improves your vocabulary, sentence structure, and ability to think in English. Try repeating a sentence aloud after listening. It helps you remember better. What do you think is inside the library? Drop your theory in the comments. And if you're ready to unlock more mysteries and improve your English, hit that subscribe button now. Let's dive back into the story. The gate creaked as they stepped onto the overgrown path. The air felt heavy, as if the library had been holding its breath for years. Then she herself, the front doors loomed ahead, tall, wooden, and carved with strange symbols. Elena hesitated. Do you think this is a mistake? Jasper offered a half smile. Too late to back out now. The silver key turned smoothly in the door's ancient lock. Click! The door opened with a long, echoing groan. They stepped inside. The library was dark and cold, dust floated in the air like snowflakes, and the smell of old paper and charred wood filled their noses. Their flashlights cut through the darkness, revealing shelves stacked with forgotten books. But something was off. The floor, near the center of the room, was covered in black stains, like ink. It had seeped into the floorboards, forming a strange spiral pattern. Elena knelt to touch it. Suddenly, the lights, dim and flickering, snapped on. Bzzz, clack. Every bulb buzzed. The chandelier swayed gently, though there was no wind. Elena gaze, came the whisper again. This time Jasper heard it too. His flashlight flickered. Elena, he whispered, voice shaking. This place isn't empty. They followed the ink trail to a section labeled Restricted Archives. A sign on the door read, Authorized personnel only. Do not enter after dark. Well, it's already 3:12 a.m., Jasper said, trying to sound brave. Elena pushed the door. It creaked open. Inside, a single desk stood under a cracked skylight. On it lay an open book, its pages fluttering though there was no breeze. The title read, Chronicles of the Forgotten, Volume 13. Elena leaned closer. The pages were blank, until she touched them. Words began appearing, one letter at a time, as if an invisible hand was writing, Welcome back, Elena. You have returned. The library remembers. She gasped and dropped the book. Did you see that? She cried. Jasper nodded, pale. Elena, how does it know your name? Suddenly, a loud slam echoed behind them. The main doors had shut. They ran back only to find the entrance completely gone. Where there had been doors was now a wall, a solid, seamless wall, trapped inside. Now, audience questions. Why do you think the library knows Elena's name? What would you do if a book started writing your name by itself? English learning tip. When listening to stories, pause after dramatic scenes and repeat them in your own words. It builds your speaking confidence and helps you think in English. What do you think will happen next? Type your predictions in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to Epic English Stories. Now, back to the story. The wall was solid, no cracks, no seams, no sign a door had ever existed. Elena pounded on it with her fists. This can't be real, this has to be a trick. Jasper stepped back, flashlight shaking in his hand. We're trapped. Suddenly, a soft rustle echoed from behind them. Rustle, rustle, creak. Their flashlights swung toward the noise. It was coming from the east wing. The library had wings? They hadn't seen it on the outside? Elena, Jasper whispered. This place is bigger inside than outside. They moved cautiously toward the sound, feet muffled by the dust covered carpet. As they passed old bookshelves, one of them shifted with a slow, painful screech. Something had moved it. They stepped into a grand reading hall, high ceilings. Moonlight spilled through broken stained glass windows. On the wall hung an enormous dust covered painting. It was a girl. A girl with dark hair, grey eyes, and a silver key hanging from a necklace. Elena, Jasper gasped. She looks like you. Elena stared. The resemblance was undeniable. That's impossible. Below the painting was a name engraved on a brass plaque. Elena Winthrop, Librarian of Secrets, May 1894. What is this? She whispered. The moment the words left her lips, the girl in the painting blinked, just once. Elena! Jasper shouted, pulling her back. The portrait's mouth moved. He's coming! And then the lights went out. Total darkness. Elena, where are you? Jasper called. I'm right here. Wait. From the shadows came a slow, dragging sound, like heavy robes brushing the floor. Step, drag, step, drag. Then a whisper. Not soft like before. This one was sharp like paper tearing. You should not have come. Elena's flashlight flickered back to life. In that split second of light, she saw a tall figure standing at the far end of the hall, shrouded in black robes, its face hidden beneath a hood. And where it stood, the books around it began to burn. They ran. Through the maze of shelves, their breath quick and shallow, the library seemed to shift around them, walls changing, doors vanishing, corridors looping back. They were trapped in a living labyrinth. Finally, they burst into a small room. It was a children's reading room. Toys, storybooks, small chairs, and a large mirror on the wall. But the mirror didn't show their reflection, it showed the past. In the mirror, they saw a younger version of the girl in the portrait, Elena Winthrop, running through the library clutching a book. She looked terrified. Behind her, the robed figure followed, whispering, Knowledge must be earned. Secrets must be kept. Suddenly, the girl stopped and turned to the mirror. She looked directly at them. You're not the first, Elena, she said, and you won't be the last. Now, audience questions. Why does Elena look exactly like the girl from 1894? Who or what is the robed figure? English learning tip. When a scene surprises you, describe it in your own words. This improves your emotional vocabulary and storytelling skills in English. Is Elena a reincarnation, a descendant, or something else? Drop your theory in the comments. Subscribe now to uncover the next secret. Back to our story. The children's reading room was silent again, except for the faint echo of breathing, Elena's and Jasper's, fast and shallow. The mirror had gone blank, showing only their pale reflections now. I saw her, Elena whispered. And she saw me. Are you sure we're not dreaming? Jasper asked, voice shaky. Elena turned away from the mirror. There's only one way to find out. We need answers. They left the reading room, cautiously retracing their steps. The corridors no longer shifted, at least for now. The robed figure was nowhere in sight, but they could feel its presence, watching, waiting. Then they returned to the restricted archives room. The books still lay open. Only now, it wasn't blank. Blood red ink stained the pages. A single passage had appeared in sharp, looping handwriting. In every generation, a keeper is born. She who bears the name shall bear the memory. The library chooses and it remembers. Elena backed away. A keeper. Jasper read on. Look at this. It says the keeper protects the library from the one who was never meant to read, the whisperer. Elena Winthrop must have been the last keeper, she said slowly. But she disappeared. That's why the library locked itself. Jasper stared at her. What if it's choosing you now? Suddenly, another book on the shelf fell by itself and hit the floor with a heavy thud. They jumped. Jasper picked it up. Its title? The Whisperer's Pact. The cover was cold, too cold. When Elena opened it, the pages were filled with drawings, dark sketches of shadows, symbols, and a door beneath the library. One drawing stood out. It was her. Drawn in perfect detail, holding the same silver key. Beneath it was written, "The next keeper must seal the door before it opens." A loud crack shattered the silence. The floor beneath them began to tremble. Books fell, shelves leaned, and from somewhere below, deep in the earth, came a sound like 1,000 pages staring at once. Something's waking up, Elena said, her voice trembling. We have to find that door, Jasper replied, before it finds us. As they moved deeper into the heart of the library, the lights above flickered one by one. Darkness followed. Suddenly, Elena stopped. There, behind a heavy tapestry, was a stone staircase leading downward. She felt the key in her pocket grow warmer. It wanted to be used. Together, they descended. The underground level was ancient, older than the rest of the library. The walls were stone. The air was cold and damp, and strange symbols glowed faintly on the ground. They walked into a large chamber. In the center stood a black iron door. No handle, no hinges, but a keyhole, just one. Elena stepped forward. The key in her hand pulsed, as if alive, but before she could insert it, a voice filled the chamber. Soft, icy, wrong. You should have burned the books, not read them. They turned. The whisperer stood at the stairs. This time, they could see beneath the hood. Its face was paper, pages layered like skin, eyes ink black and bleeding words. Now, audience questions. What do you think the whisperer really is? Is Elena ready to become the next keeper? English learning tip. When you read or listen to mysteries, make predictions out loud in English. This trains your brain to think faster in real time conversation. What do you think lies behind the black iron door? Let me know your theory in the comments. And remember to subscribe. Let's dive back into the story. The whisperer stood at the edge of the chamber. Its paper flesh face shifted with every breath, words crawling across its skin like living tattoos. Elena held up the key. Stay back. But the creature didn't flinch, it only spoke. The library was not built to protect knowledge, it was built to contain me. Jasper stepped in front of Elena. If that's true, why are you still here? Why not just leave? The whisperer's head tilted slowly. Because someone must open the door. Elena's fingers tightened around the silver key. She felt something stir inside her, a memory not her own, a voice from another time. You are the keeper now. Seal it forever. She stepped toward the black iron door. The whisperer didn't stop her. Not yet. Elena, Jasper whispered. Are you sure? No, but it doesn't matter. The key fit perfectly into the lock. It clicked once, then silence, until the door began to glow with golden veins of light. The iron door groaned open, but what lay beyond was not what they expected. It wasn't a room, it was a void. A space that stretched into eternity, filled with floating books, broken clocks, shifting staircases, and echoes of voices speaking every language at once. Time and memory tangled together, and at the very center, a throne made of torn books. Sitting on it was her, the other Elena, or what remained of her. The girl from the portrait looked up, her eyes hollow. You came, she whispered. Too late, but you came. What is this place? Elena asked, stepping into the void. The library's heart, the older Elena said, where keepers go when they fail. Jasper tried to follow, but the threshold rejected him. Only Elena could enter. Why did you fail? She asked. The keeper smiled weakly. Because I hesitated. Because I thought I could reason with him. She nodded toward the whisperer, who now stood at the door watching. He was once a librarian too, until he read the Forbidden Index. Until he tried to rewrite the end of knowledge itself. Elena looked down. The floor beneath her shimmered with memories, her childhood, her dreams, her fears, her bloodline. This wasn't coincidence, this was legacy. The whisperer stepped into the void. Books flew from the shelves, pages soaring mid-air. Reality itself began to fray. You must choose, the old Elena said, standing from the throne. Seal the door with your memory, or let him rewrite everything. But if I seal it, Elena began. You'll forget this, forget Jasper, forget yourself. You'll live again, but as a stranger to your past. Outside the void, Jasper cried out, Elena, don't do it. We'll find another way. She turned, tears in her eyes. Then she smiled. Some stories are worth forgetting. She placed the key into the final lock within the throne. The void began to collapse. The whisperer screamed, his voice turning into ashes scattered across the pages of time. Light swallowed everything. Jasper woke up in the front yard of the library. Alone. The doors were sealed. No key, no Elena. He returned every night for weeks. The library never opened again. People thought he imagined it, but in his dreams, he saw her. Dancing in the shadows of memory, reading forgotten books, guarding secrets, forever the keeper. Now, audience questions. What would you choose, to keep your memories or save the world? Do you think Elena will ever remember who she was? English learning tip. Reflect on this story and write a short summary in your own words. This is a powerful way to strengthen your grammar, vocabulary, and imagination. If this story moved you, comment your favorite part below. And don't forget to subscribe to Epic English Stories so you never miss a tale that might just change your life. Now, on with the story. The clock had just struck 3 when Elena's fingers brushed against something unusual in the old leather-bound book she was pulling from the shelf. A thin, folded piece of parchment slipped from between the pages and fluttered to the floor. Jasper bent down to pick it up. The paper was brittle, covered in elegant handwriting from a time long past. To the keeper who finds this, the library holds more than stories. It holds secrets, cookies and secrets meant to be protected at all costs. Trust the keys, but trust your heart more. A. Whitmore. Elena's eyes widened. A letter from the first keeper? Jasper nodded. Whitmore was said to have disappeared the night the library was locked. Maybe this is a clue to what really happened. Together they examined the book's spine. There, almost invisible under layers of dust, was an engraving, a symbol matching the key they found earlier. Elena traced the symbol with her fingertip. There's more here, something hidden. Carefully, they pushed against the spine. With a soft click, a secret compartment opened, revealing a small ornate box. Inside lay a second key. Heavier, with ancient runes swirling on its surface. The letter's warning echoed in their minds. Trust the keys, but trust your heart more. With the second key in hand, Elena and Jasper returned to the spiral staircase. The air around them shimmered strangely, as if the library itself was holding its breath. At the bottom, a faint light glowed behind a hidden door they hadn't noticed before. A door covered in faded runes matching those on the key. Jasper inserted the key. The lock clicked, and the door creaked open to reveal a narrow room filled with floating books. Suspended in midair, their pages turning gently as if alive. Elena stepped inside, awestruck. It's like the stories are waiting for us. Jasper's eyes scanned the room. Look, each book has a name on its cover. As they moved through the room, a soft voice whispered, carried on the turning pages. Find the story that binds the past and future. Elena reached for a book that seemed to glow faintly. As she touched it, the room shifted. Walls faded away, replaced by an endless library stretching beyond sight. Together, they realized this was no ordinary room. It was a space between stories, where knowledge and time intertwined, and somewhere within, the truth they sought awaited. Leaving the room of floating books behind, Elena and Jasper followed a narrow passage that led deeper underground. The air grew warmer, and a faint smell of smoke lingered. At the end of the passage, they found a heavy iron door, its surface cracked and blackened as if scorched by fire long ago. Jasper ran his hand over the ashes coating the door. The letter mentioned a door beneath ashes. This must be it. Elena lifted the second key, the ancient runes glowing softly in response. As she inserted the key into the lock, the ashes around the door began to swirl and vanish, revealing intricate carvings of flames and wings. With a heavy groan, the door slowly opened to reveal a chamber bathed in a warm golden light. Inside, the walls were lined with old tapestries depicting the history of the library. Battles fought, secrets kept, and sacrifices made. In the center stood a pedestal with a single glowing book, waiting for the keepers to uncover its secrets. The scream dissolved into a whisper, one that seemed to slither into their minds. Who dares awaken what was sealed in silence? Elena grabbed Jasper's arm. Don't answer out loud. They stepped cautiously into the room. The floating books had aligned into a spiral, slowly circling the plinth. The second key vibrated with a low hum as though reacting to their presence. Jasper studied the key. It wasn't just a copy, it had a name engraved on it. A. Whitmore. Elena gasped. He was the first keeper, the one who wrote the original seal. Suddenly, the books around them flew open. Pages flapped violently, words lifting from the parchment like smoke. In the swirling cloud, an image began to form. A figure, robed in shadows, eyes glowing ink black. The Whisperer. You shouldn't be here, it hissed. Jasper stepped forward. Then maybe you should have stayed asleep. The Whisperer laughed. Another trial then, another page in the story. The floor beneath them cracked, a glowing circle appeared, symbols burning bright. They were standing in the heart of the keeper's trial. Elena turned to Jasper. Only one of us can take the trial. That's how it's always been. He shook his head. Then we break the rule. We go together. She smiled, eyes fierce. Together then. The Whisperer roared, and the trial began. They were transported, not in body, but in mind. Memories flashed around them like lightning. Elena's first day at the library. Jasper reading in the dark after school. A younger keeper sealing the door with trembling hands. Each memory asked a question. Each wrong answer brought them closer to being trapped in their own past. What was the book that chose you, Elena? What did you sacrifice to become keeper, Jasper? They answered with truth, with courage, with tears. And finally, the shadow figure paused. Two keys, it said. Two hearts, one door. Then the Whisperer split into two books and dropped silently onto the plinth. Elena and Jasper looked at each other. They took a key each and turned them. The room exploded with light. As the blinding light receded, Elena and Jasper found themselves in a room of mirrors, tall, ancient, and cracked at their edges. Each mirror reflected not just their faces, but different versions of themselves. Elena saw a version of her who never entered the library, who stayed hidden in the safety of fear. Jasper saw one who gave up after his first failure, who turned his back on stories. Then a voice spoke, not the Whisperer, but the vault. The final seal must be unlocked by memory, not metal. You must face the forgotten. A pedestal rose from the floor. On it, an empty book bound in black leather. The memory vault, Elena whispered. It records the final truth, but only if we write it ourselves. Jasper picked up the book. Then let's write what we've buried. One by one, they began recalling moments they had locked away. Elena wrote about the day she lost her brother in a fire and why libraries felt like sacred shelters. Jasper confessed how he stole a rare book once, only to return it in secret years later, terrified of being unworthy of the library. With each truth inscribed, the book shimmered, but then it resisted. One last page refused to open. A mirror cracked, a shadow stepped out. The true Whisperer, not a monster, but A. Whitmore himself. You broke the cycle, he said. You were never meant to follow. You were meant to end the curse. He handed them a final key, transparent, made of light. This opens the first door, the one before all others. Do you accept? Elena looked at Jasper. Do we? He nodded. We write the next chapter. They took the key, and everything dissolved into gold. Now, audience questions. What truth would you write if given the memory vault? Who do you think the next keeper will be? English learning tip. Practice writing your own fictional truth in English. Start with, I once remembered. If you're ready for the beginning before the beginning, leave A in the comments and subscribe to Epic English Stories. Now, back to the story. As the golden light faded, Jasper and Elena found themselves standing before a colossal ancient door, far older and grander than any they'd seen before. Its surface was carved with runes that pulsed faintly, as if alive. The transparent key glowed softly in Elena's hand. This is it, she said, her voice barely a whisper. The first door? Jasper felt a mix of awe and fear. Whatever's behind this door, it's the start of everything. Or maybe the end. Together they inserted the key into the lock. The runes shimmered and the door slowly creaked open, revealing a spiraling staircase that descended into darkness. Before they stepped down, a voice echoed softly in their minds. To find the truth, you must lose your way. With steady breaths, they began their descent into the unknown. The staircase twisted downward endlessly, the air growing cooler and the shadows deeper with every step. Jasper's lantern flickered as if protesting the darkness, but Elena's steady grip reassured him. Do you think the truth lies at the bottom? Jasper asked, voice echoing off the stone walls. Elena shook her head slowly. Maybe the truth isn't a place. Maybe it's what we find inside ourselves along the way. The steps spiraled into a chamber filled with faint whispers, voices from past keepers who once walked this path. A glowing sigil hovered in the center, illuminating ancient texts suspended in midair. Suddenly, a figure appeared, neither threatening nor welcoming, an echo of the past keeper, silently watching. Elena Jasper, it spoke in a voice both distant and clear. To unlock the final secret, you must prove your courage and wisdom. The spiral tests both. The figure stepped aside, revealing three shadowy doorways, each marked with a symbol, a flame, a feather, and a key. The trial, Elena whispered. We must choose wisely. Jasper glanced at the symbols. For courage, feather for wisdom, and key for truth? The figure nodded. Each path holds challenges. Only one will lead you closer to the truth. Choose and face your shadow. Elena looked at Jasper. We don't have to do this alone. He smiled faintly. Together then. Hand in hand, they stepped toward the door with the feather, freeingly trusting wisdom to guide them through the darkness. Beyond the feathered door, the air was thick with silence, broken only by soft whispers that echoed from unseen corners. The walls were lined with countless scrolls, each containing secrets of ancient keepers. Elena and Jasper moved carefully, listening. The whispers grew louder, but they were fragmented. Fragments of regrets, hopes, and forgotten promises. Suddenly, the scroll closest to Elena unfurled itself, revealing a message written in a delicate script. Only when the past and present reconcile will the future open. Jasper traced the words with his finger. We have to face what we've left behind. Elena nodded, determination shining in her eyes. And not just for us, for everyone the library has touched. Together, they stepped deeper into the hall, ready to confront the memories that awaited. The deeper they ventured, the louder the whispers became. Voices of former keepers, their fears and sacrifices laid bare. Elena paused before an ancient tome resting on a pedestal. As she opened it, a vivid memory spilled forth. A keeper forced to choose between duty and family. Jasper watched, feeling the weight of history pressing down. The library isn't just a place, it's a living legacy of choices. Suddenly, a shadow flickered behind them. A reminder that their own choices would soon shape the library's fate. They realized that to move forward, they must reconcile with their own echoes of the past. Elena and Jasper stood before a vast mirror framed in twisting ivy and ancient runes. As they looked in, their reflections shifted, revealing not their faces but their deepest fears and regrets. Elena saw herself isolated, afraid to trust anyone with her secrets. Jasper's reflection showed a moment of weakness, a time he almost gave up on the library and his path as keeper. The mirror whispered, only by embracing your true selves can the final door open. Elena took Jasper's hand. We have to accept everything, the light and the darkness. Jasper nodded. Together, no shadows can hold us back. They reached out, touching the mirror's surface, alphabeted, and it rippled like water, revealing a hidden passage beyond. Stepping through the shimmering mirror, Elena and Jasper entered a narrow corridor lit by glowing runes. The air hummed with energy, as if the library itself was alive and watching. Nay, at the corridor's end, an ancient door stood, sealed tight yet radiating warmth and hope. Jasper reached out, placing his hand on the door. It responded, slowly creaking open to reveal a vast chamber filled with light. In the center stood a pedestal, upon which rested a book glowing with an ethereal light. Elena whispered, the final truth. They approached cautiously, knowing this moment would change everything. The glowing book on the pedestal seemed to pulse with life. As Elena opened it, words appeared on the pages. Stories not yet told, secrets waiting to be discovered. Jasper read aloud. Before the library, before the keepers, there was a promise. A vow to protect knowledge, to guard truth from darkness. The chamber filled with images, the founding of the library, the creation of the first door, and the sacrifices made to seal away the whisperer. Elena looked up. This is the beginning. And the reason we were chosen, Jasper smiled, to end the curse, we must honor the promise. They realized their journey was not just about unlocking doors, but about carrying the legacy forward. As the final pages glowed, a voice echoed through the chamber, warm and inviting. Now that you know the truth, what will you choose? To keep the secret or to share the light? Elena and Jasper exchanged a glance, their hearts pounding with the weight of the decision. Jasper stepped forward. Knowledge should be shared, not hidden. Elena nodded. The library exists to teach, to inspire. We can't keep it locked away. The chamber brightened, the walls dissolving into a vast landscape of possibility. A world where the library's secrets were open to all who sought wisdom. Their choice would redefine the future, not just for them, but for everyone. The golden light of dawn poured into the chamber as the vast landscape shimmered and shifted into a familiar library hall. Bright, open, and welcoming, Elena and Jasper stood together, the burdens of the past lifted. The whisperer was gone, not defeated by force, but by truth and courage. A new door appeared, a door without locks or keys, open to all seekers. Elena smiled. The locked library is no longer a prison but a beacon. Jasper added, and every story, every memory now belongs to everyone. As they stepped through the open door, the library breathed with life, the endless chapters of knowledge and hope unfolding. The adventure was over, but the story had only just begun. Now, audience questions. What would you unlock if you had the keys to the locked library? How do you face your own fears and truths? English learning tip. Try writing your own mystery story in English. Start with a locked door and an unexpected key. Life lesson: truth shared is freedom gained. Quote of the part: the locked library is no longer a prison but a beacon. If you love this journey with Jasper and Elena, leave her in the comments and subscribe to Epic English Stories for more mysteries and motivational tales.